Hello friends, welcome to Developers Tube channel. My name is Ismail, and in today's video we are going to discuss about methods in C Sharp. So let's go to our topic today's. So what is method in C Sharp? So is the introduction part. A method is a block of code having name to it. It can also be called as reusable block of code. It is saying that a method is a block of code means it contains the lines of code and we give to that lines of code a name. So we call it as a method. Methods are used to perform certain action means it performs some task like adding two numbers, sending email, doing online transaction, making payment. So these are the actions are performed by the method. Method are also known as functions. We can give any name to method. The method name cannot have space in between. So any name we can give to the method like addition of two numbers, writing email or making online payment or uh, doing transaction, printing results. So these are the method. So we can give any name to it. So, and it is saying that method name cannot have space in between. So here in below, you can see I have created one method with the name print name. So here space is there. So this is not valid here. Below line, I have shown you print name is there. So it is the valid format. We can have two methods with the same name in a class, but we cannot have two methods with the same signature in the same class. So it is saying that suppose I'm having one class of students. So in that student class, suppose there is a method get roll number. So there can be two method with the same name get roll number, but signature will be different. Signature means number of parameters in that particular method. Like first get number can have one parameter and the second get roll number can have multiple parameters in it. Signature of the method consists of two parts: method name, parameter, and number two is parameter list. Method can have any number of parameters. So from 0 parameter to infinite number means many number. We can have 5, 10, 15, any number of parameters inside it. We cannot say infinite. So now let's go to the next slide. Method parameters are used to pass the data to the method. So it is very simple that if we are doing addition of any, suppose two numbers or any count two numbers, so in that case we pass two numbers to the method, so it will do the addition. So here we are taking the support of parameter. By using parameters, we're passing the two numbers, integer two numbers to the method. Every method in C# will be member of a class. We cannot have a method which does not belong to any class. So it is saying that every method in C# which we create and which, so it will be inside any class. It cannot be outside of any class. The syntax of the method is given below. So this is the syntax here. First is access specifier. Access specifier means private, public, protected keyword which we use. So it defines from where we can access the particular method. If it is public, we can access it from anywhere by creating the object of the class. This is the return type, means what data the method will return, like integer, string data, or it will not return any data. So in that case, the return type will be void. And the last part is the method name. So this method name is the name of the method, like add two numbers, send email, make payment, like this. The method will be there. And if a method is having parameters, so parameters will come inside this two braces. And in the curly braces, inside the curly braces, statements will come, like if I'm my method is send email, so send email related code lines will come here. Now we'll go to the next slide here. So this is the example. I have written first method print name and the second method add two numbers. So print name, the access specifier for it is public and return type is void, means it is not returning any data. And this print name is the name of the method and it does not have any parameter. So this method is printing the line my name is Ismail on the output screen. Second method is add two numbers. So it is having public access specifier and return type is integer because it is returning integer variable here. Addition is of type integer and it is taking two parameters a and b. So here in a and b numbers will come which we have to add here. So we are using this parameter for passing the data to the method. Now we'll see advantages of method. Method provides reusability of code. So as we have seen here, if we want to print something, we are calling this print name. So here only one line of one statement is there, but in real time world number of hundreds of lines of code comes inside the method. So in that case, instead of writing again and again, we generally call this print name. So this executes and provides the result not print name exact method, whatever method name is there, we call it that method, and it performs the action and returns the result. So it provides the reusability. It optimizes the execution time and memory time. So it is very simple to understand. Memory time will be optimized because we are not writing the code lines again and again. So we are not creating the variables again and again. So it is reducing the usage of the memory time also. And methods make the program well structured. If I'm having thousands of lines of code in my program, so if I write in a block, so the maintenance of the program will become easier. It provides an effective way for user to reuse the existing code, as we have already seen how we can perform the reuse of code. Naming convention, there are some naming conventions for method which should be followed. So the method name should describe its purpose. For what purpose we are creating a method? Like if I am creating a method for sending in email, so the method name should be like send email. So this method name is describing its purpose. Or book ticket, if I am performing any ticket booking task in the particular method, so the name should be like that, book ticket. So it is describing its purpose. The first letter of the method name should be capital. So it is simple to understand. The method must be some kind of noun or verb. So it is like noun or verb means send email or book ticket or pick a car, like this. So it is showing some verb. Verb means some work which we perform in action, we perform in real world. And in the last, it is note the above naming rules are not mandatory. So these are not mandatory, that these should be followed. So like I can write a method with small case letters. Starting from small case letter, I can have any name to the method, whether it describes the purpose or not. So not mandatory this. And now we'll go to our Visual Studio and we'll see the example. So this is my project methods in C#. And in this project, I am having the class program. So in this class program, I am having the method print name and add two numbers. So you can see here access specifier for print name is public and return type is void. It is not returning any value. And this is the name. And it doesn't have any parameter. If I give space here, error will come. The name is not valid here. So there are number of error will come. When I do it revert, so it becomes okay. So it is valid name. And this is the add two numbers. It is returning integer type of data. This is addition, and it is taking two parameters a and b. So two integer values it will take and it will add. So here I have shown in my main static void main method, I'm creating the object of this program class and I'm calling print name. So this is public, so it is easily available here. From this object print name, I can call this method. From here I'm calling, so this line will be written on the output. My name is Ismail, and by using POBJ I'm calling this add two numbers and passing this two parameters for addition 105. So it will return 105 and it will be assigned to this addition and it is printed on the screen. If I will not pass any parameter, it will give me error. You can see there is no argument given that's correspond to required formal parameter. So I will give 20,5. Now the condition is satisfied. So error will go. You can see here 20 and 5. So now 25 will come. So I will run this program and we'll see the output on the screen. As you can see here on the output screen, my name is Ismail is printed. From it's called and add two numbers is printed and addition of two numbers is 25. So it is working as expected. So I'll go to our last part. That is the summary. So in today's video, we have gone through introduction of C# method. What are C# method? What is the naming convention used? And we have also seen the example in our Visual Studio. We have gone through advantages of methods. We have seen how to call the method, how we will call the method for reusing. So now at the last, I want to say that please click on the links which you are seeing on your screens for related videos of C#. And you can also find my playlist on this link. And in the next video, I will going to discuss about difference between constructor and methods in C#. Thank you. Bye.